Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Amanda Rose, and in today's video I am going to be doing my second video of all of my favorites. That means from brushes like I just did, foundations, bronzers, blushes. Once we get into like the bronzers and blushes, I can actually try them on for you guys. That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing all month, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. But before we do get started, please subscribe to my channel for beauty and lifestyle. Also, don't forget to click the post notification bell just to be notified when my videos do go live. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. What I'm going to do here is show you my top 5 affordable / drugstore foundations. And then I'm going to show you guys my luxe to higher end type foundations. What I'm going to do is start out with the higher end foundations in no particular order. As you guys know, my skin is dry. Now I do get oily in some areas like my forehead and maybe my chin, but it's pretty much like my forehead, like right in this area here, and that's pretty much it. So it's going to be more of like an illuminating, dewy, fresh type natural look. I'm not that type to do like a heavy foundation. I tried it for a little bit and it just caked up on my face too much. Had shown all of my lines or like my expression lines and all that stuff that I just don't do those. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first foundation I have here is by Makeup Forever. This is the Reboot foundation. This retails for $39 on the Sephora website, and this is made in France. The shade that I have is Y244. What this claims is that this is a liquid formula, light coverage, long wearing, radiant finish, best for dry, combo, or normal skin. This was Allure's 2020 Best of Beauty Award winner. This is ideal for normal dry skin types and nurtures tired looking skin over time by reducing the appearance of wrinkles and increasing hydration for up to 24 hours. Skin will appear plumper and smoother, while a radiant satin finish leaves the complexion looking flawless. 100% this foundation definitely does that. Now with this foundation, it is a lighter coverage, but you can build it to a medium coverage. But like I had mentioned before, I don't really like foundations that are really heavy on the skin. I don't like foundations that are too full coverage. I want my skin to peek out just a little bit. Those imperfections are totally fine with showing for me. I've gotten comfortable on my skin now. As you guys had seen in my vlogs, I literally never wear any makeup. So yeah, this one is lightweight. It definitely covers up your redness. It smells so good. It smells like fresh skincare. This does definitely leave my skin looking illuminated. It feels hydrated and plumped. This does blend out better with a sponge, in my opinion. Anytime that I did use it with a brush, say whether it be like my Il Makiage one or this one, every time that I blend it out with a brush, it's like a little too streaky for me. What I like to do with this one is I'll mix it with another foundation that I'm going to show you guys next, because it has like that good balance of coverage, like a little bit more coverage that you want with the dewiness that this has. So love this one. The next foundation I'm going to talk about is by Rare Beauty. This is the Liquid Touch Weightless foundation. I have it in the shade 190W. This retails for $29. This is a medium coverage liquid formula. I think this is more of like a serum type formula. It's closer to a serum type formula because this is a very thin consistency. It has no parabens, natural finish, best for oily, combo, normal skin. It does apply better with a brush than it does a sponge. You can do either or, whichever one you're more comfortable with or whichever one you grab first. But I find that when I use a brush, this smooths out better and you don't have to apply as much product and you get that coverage that you want with a brush. This is definitely more of a medium coverage than the Makeup Forever one. You can also build this up to a full coverage if you want to, with adding a second layer, or you can just spot this all over your face in the areas that you need it and you're good to go. This is a larger doe foot applicator, so you can use, get this in areas that you need. There isn't really like a scent to it, just smells like foundation. I do like mixing it with my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter or a more dewy foundation, because this does tend to be a little bit more on the matte side. A little does go a long way with this one. For the shade range on this one, I think that they have a really good shade range on this. I did not have, every time that I go in to go get a foundation, I always have an issue trying to find it because in Sephora their lights are terrible. But I'd probably say that 190W is like almost exactly my skin tone. Like it's got the right amount of yellow in it without it being too golden or too yellow. And this is made in Canada. The next foundation I have is a newer purchase that I probably purchased like 2 months ago, I believe. This is the Dior Airflash foundation. I have it in the shade $3.21. It's really pricey. I only purchase it like when I have points or there's a sale going on. This retails for $62. It is a spray bottle. It literally sounds like a spray paint bottle. This is a full coverage foundation. It is radiant liquid. This is for normal dry combination and oily skin. This is free of parabens. This product also comes in recyclable packaging. I love that. This is a water resistant formula that ensures up to 12 hours of hold and colors to stay true. The ultra fluid and ultra fine texture allows for buildable custom coverage to suit any skin tone and texture. This has light diffusing pigments that smooths the look of skin and gives the complexion a radiant, perfected look that lasts all day. And this is made in France. I know that with Dior, they had a very small shade range in the past, but I believe they came out with more shades. And I think a lot of them are sold out right now, but I am glad that they do cater to olive skin tones because I am more of an olive skin tone. I'm olive with like a tad bit of yellow. I really did not want to love this foundation, you guys. Like I really did not want to love it. It is $62. It is expensive, but holy shit, you guys, it is worth it, every single penny. The packaging threw me off a little bit. You don't just spray this on your face, otherwise you're gonna get it all over in your hair. You're gonna wanna spray it on a beauty sponge or a brush. But if I had to choose between a beauty sponge and a brush, I would definitely go in with a brush because it does not soak up a lot of the product. And this is $62. So I don't wanna be wasting any of this product. But every time that I spray this on and I put this on my face, not only does it smell really good, it looks beautiful on the skin. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what else they put in here to make this look so flawless. When you put this on, it takes away all of the redness. It's not heavy, it's not cakey, it doesn't show any of your fine lines or wrinkles. And this just has that like natural skin-like look and finish with it being also full coverage. So the next foundation that I have is, you can kind of say is a little controversial, but not really. It's like really up in the air. The next brand that I'm going to talk about is Il Makiage. This is the Woke Up Like This foundation. This one retails for $45 for a one-time purchase, but if you want to subscribe, it looks like they deliver every 4 months. It's $41. They have a shade range of 50 different shades. It's a lightweight texture, buildable medium to high coverage, natural matte finish. This has vitamin E in it for anti-aging benefits, hyaluronic acid for hydration, protection, and filling wrinkles. This is 100% cruelty free. This is a long-lasting foundation. What I love about this foundation, one, the packaging is sleek, it's simple, you can tell it's of quality. This is also made in Italy. When I had first tried it, I was so surprised. I took a quiz on their website and it asked you how you burn and how you tan and what type of jewelry colors look good on you. When I had received this and tried this, like this is the exact shade for me. When applying this, this is definitely full coverage. A little does go a long way. On me, it wasn't cakey because I didn't add a lot of foundation, but as with any foundation, if you do add a lot, it is going to be cakey. That is one complaint that I had seen about this foundation, and that the color did not match them. Worked out for me. It's absolutely beautiful. It is definitely a natural matte finish. I like to put my Charlotte Tilbury underneath it. Sometimes I won't even put anything underneath it and I'll just wear it on its own with a very light hand on this, and it is so beautiful. However, this does oxidize a tiny bit, but this is still a really good one. Just be very honest and truthful on your test, even though you want to be darker than you really are, because I do that all the time. Every time that I get a foundation, it's always too dark because I wish I was that color. And the last foundation that we have in the mix is one that surprised me a lot. This is by Beautyblender. This is their Bounce foundation, and I got it in the shade 2.20 NO. NO is for neutral olive, and when I'm at my lightest, this is like my exact shade that I need. It's beautiful. With this one is a little bit more on the matte side. For some reason on me, it pulls a little bit more natural dewy shift just a little bit. Out of all of the foundations that I had suggested, this is the most matte out of all of them, but the color is absolutely perfect. This is full coverage to me, like in my eyes, this is full coverage. I do love the concept of it. So you lock and unlock the back here and you hold it like this and you squirt the product out, and pretty much like an easy cleanup. I like that you can put your blender in here, your brush in here, and get the product from here. And this is made in Italy. All right guys, so now we're gonna get into the more affordable drugstore foundations. I'm so excited for this one. I have the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation in the shade Classic Tan M3. And this retails for $14 on the Flower Beauty website. You can also get this at Walmart. This is also made in the US. And this is cruelty free. As you guys know, this is Drew Barrymore's brand. You guys, this foundation is absolutely amazing. I need to get a lighter shade of this. It's just everything in one that anyone could ever want that has dry skin. So this is definitely luminous. It makes your skin feel super hydrated. You look glowy because of the SPF that is in here. It is glass packaging and it's just very simple. Like I love the packaging on here and it's only $14. This definitely looks like a natural skin-like finish, gets rid of all of the redness. It is just the perfect foundation. If I had to choose this to be like my 1 through 5, I'd probably say this is my number 2, like number 2 foundation that I absolutely love from the drugstore. No one really talks about this, but if you are someone who has dry skin and you have not tried this yet, you need to try it. Like stop dragging ass and go try it now because you will not regret it. I promise. Like I will promise on this one. Promise. 100%. Next, we have a cult classic favorite. This one is by Wet n Wild. This is the Photo Focus Foundation Dewy Lumino. I got this in the shade Soft Beige. This retails for $6.49. Yes, $6.49. This does have a paddle for the applicator. This is vegan and cruelty free, and this is made in Thailand. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Formulated without gluten and talc. For this foundation, every time that I had put it on, it definitely gave me that dewy finish. It is definitely a medium coverage. A little does go a long way with this one. So if you do go in heavy-handed the first time, like you're good to go. Like you don't need a second layer. I did that in my review and it looked really good, but I could feel it on my skin after a while. It smells really good. The original one smells like paint, and this one kind of has like a very light floral scent to it. For the shade range, there are 14 shades in this line, which I think there should be more. Every time that I would go to Target or even like Ulta, they never had the shades that I needed for my skin color. Again, I'm more of like an olivey yellow tone, but all I would find is like very neutral or pink type shades. This is so good. I need to use this more. The next one that I have here should not be a surprise at all because I used it so much this last year that I sound like a broken record. This is by e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is the Camo CC Cream Color Correcting Full Coverage Natural Finish Foundation that has collagen, peptides, and niacinamide in it, and I have it in the shade Light 240W. This retails for $14, and this is made in China. It has SPF 30 in it. Yes, 100% love that. It has all the skincare in it that helps benefit your skin. As you guys know, hyaluronic acid helps to hydrate and plump the skin, and with niacinamide, that helps with brightening your skin and even out your skin tone, and with the peptides, it just gives you refreshed complexion. So with this shade range, this does have 16 options. I feel like with drugstore period, they need like Il Makiage and Makeup Forever and Rare Beauty. They have a huge selection. So again, I feel like they can do better in the shade range arena. When it does come to this, a little does go a long way with this one. For me, on my skin, it's not as dewy as I would want it to be, but it still gives me the coverage that I want, and it has all the skincare in it. You don't really see a lot of skincare in drugstore foundations. I mean, in the past we didn't. We're starting to see it a little bit more now. Another thing that I noticed about this, actually, a lot of people talked about this foundation being cakey and dry on their skin. Mine was never cakey and dry on the skin, but I did not apply a lot of this on my face. So that could be the reason why less product would probably be better, or doing like a primer underneath and then going in with like a setting spray over top to kind of move the product around a little bit more. So that could help, but I didn't have that problem with this one. It literally has everything that a foundation at Sephora would have. So this one is a good one if you haven't tried it already. The next foundation we have is by Revlon. This is the PhotoReady foundation and I have it in the shade 210. It is a anti-pollution foundation. Very interesting, right? This one retails for $10.99 on the Revlon website. This is anti-pollution, antioxidant, and anti-blue light ingredients to protect your skin. I think that's very interesting because I don't see that a lot in any foundations. It doesn't have any oils, parabens, phthalates, synthetic dyes, and harsh fragrances. Oh, okay, so it's available in 31 shades. That is a huge shade range. Huge, huge. For this foundation, this one surprised the heck out of me because I have tried a lot of Revlon foundation. As you guys know, I am on their PR list. I'm very open about that. And I have tried a lot of their foundations, and this is the only one that I actually truly loved out of the whole collection. It's definitely more of a natural finish, but it is full coverage. It leaves your skin looking flawless and you cannot feel this on your face. It is so lightweight, unless again, if you put on like 2-3 layers, you're gonna feel it on your skin. I just could not believe the amount of coverage that this gave me with it looking natural at an affordable price. All right, guys, so we have the last product here. This should not be a surprise to you guys either. It was actually a surprise to me though. Like even after the review, like really, really big surprise. The next foundation that I have is by L'Oreal. This is the True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. I have it in the shade 2 to 3 Light. This retails for $19.99. I know that sounds pretty steep, and it is. If they were to knock it down to like $15.99, I think I would be more comfortable with it, but it is what it is, I guess. This contains 1% hyaluronic acid and instantly brightens, evens, and hydrates the skin. You guys already know what hyaluronic acid does. It plumps the skin, all that good stuff. It just makes you look more youthful. For the packaging, I'm not a huge fan of the packaging because when I do try to grab some foundation, like a little bit comes out, but I would rather just use whatever's on here and put it on my face. It's not sanitary, but whatever. There's just so much product on here. The consistency is not like super thick, but it's like pretty thick. So having it be in this type of packaging doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe they marketed it to look like a skincare product. It gives you more of like a natural dewy finish. You can see the pearls in here, so you know it's going to be more of a luminous finish. The type of coverage it gives you is more of a light to medium coverage. If I'm not using my Dior one, I'm using this one, surprisingly. I have been grabbing this one without even thinking and putting it on, and it just looks so good on the skin. My skin does look plump after a while. It feels really hydrated. Color is spot on. This foundation makes my skin look super healthy, like really, really healthy. It doesn't feel like there's anything on my skin either. It doesn't crack anywhere. It's like the perfect foundation. Literally, and it's drugstore too. All right, guys, so that is it for my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for beauty and lifestyle. Now, let me know if you guys have tried any of these foundations, how you guys feel about them, if you like them, if you don't like them, or if there is a foundation that you absolutely love that you think I should try. Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see all of my crazy madness in the next however many days. I don't even know if I have 25 days left. I think I have 24. I don't know. I can't remember. Just to see what's going on. This is definitely a challenge for me. I'm having fun doing it. So anyways, that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. This eyelash keeps poking the shit out of my eye. With my, I feel like all the good ones are made in France. Airflash.